iron, red like thunder. Push past the doubt, make the fear go under. Body in motion, spirit in fight. We climb from the dark in a steady light. Mind like iron, red like thunder. Every single web is a promise I'll keep. No blunder. Wake up chest heavy, world so noisy, brain in loops. Tie my laces, lace my truth. Life's not about the truth, it's slow grind. Micro wins stacked like bricks in the wall. Mental reps in the mirror, whisper back when I stall. Count the beats, steady beat. Regulate the panic, turn the static in my head into a cadence that's organic. Fear gets a name, I don't let it roam anonymous. I bench my past, lift my future, call it deliberate. One more breath, one more set, one more thought refrain. We forge a night in a weapon, carve our code in flame. Mind like iron, red like thunder. Push past the doubt, make the fear go under. Body in motion, spirit in fight. We climb from the dark in a steady light. Mind like iron, red like thunder. Every single rep is a promise I'll keep. No blunder. Physical strength ain't flash, it's the echo of routine. Cold showers, early runs, the grind in between. Scars are maps, not shame, read the routes that I took. Weakness was a lesson, every fall was a book. I train calm under pressure, posture like a temple. Balance heavy loads with silence, mental, physical, simple. When voices say you calm, I press through the static. Discipline is currency invested in the fabric. Breathe in patience, exhale to panic. Check your circle, keep it honest, keep it manic. If the world wants you quiet, let your work be the thunder. Build a life where the small wins leave no room for blunder. Habits over hope, this is architecture, not chance. Lay the bricks of routine, watch the weak foundations dance. Mindset is muscle with tears and then it grows. Every setback's fertilizer, watch what life will sows. I talk to my doubts like I coach an athlete. Sit down, learn, return, don't run from defeat. Victory's quieter than the hype on the feed. It's the sound of breathing steady when the night tries to bleed. Oh, one more breath, one more set, rewrite the inner script. We're architects of sunrise, hands Cali spirit equipped. Mind like iron, red like thunder. Push past the doubt, make the fear go under. Body in motion, spirit in fight. We climb from the dark in a steady light. Mind like iron, mind like iron. We build with sweat and silence. Watch our world rediscover. So when the mirror lies, when the city owns a scheme, remember strength is quiet, made from fragile dreams. Iron in the mind, breath that steadies the storm. We rise with patient fury, steady, calibrated, warm. Morning waves like a blanket on my chest. Phone blinking promises I never kept. Sunlight sneaks through curtains, gentle and tame. But my mind stays curled like a whispering name. Coffee cools on the table, dreams still warm in bed. Comfort like a feather settles on my head. Every second asks for something I won't give. Soft excuses hum the lullaby I live. But there's a little ember in the back of me, quiet and steady, humming to be free. Feather and flame, which one am I tonight? Soft in the arms of ease, or burning toward the light? Feather and flame, I'm learning how to choose between a slow surrender and the courage to move. Let the small steps change. I'll hold the feather gentle, but I'll feed the flame. Scenes replay of all the things I almost made. Half-finished songs and plans that fade. Laziness tastes sweet like stolen lullabies, but diligence writes truth where the future lies. I lace my shoes with trembling hands and hope. Turn the key on a quiet, humble scope. One brick at a time, one note at a dawn. Trading soft excuses for the work to carry on. The ember grows patient, learns to speak my name. Turns my sleepy whispers into steady flame. Feather and flame, which one am I tonight? Soft in the arms of ease, or burning toward the light? Feather and flame, I'm learning how to choose between a slow surrender and the courage to move. Let the small steps change. I'll hold the feather every battle needs the roar of a war. Sometimes hustle's tender, soft knocks on the door. Diligence is not a storm, it's a patient song. A ritual at sunrise, showing up all along. So I fold the feathers in the pockets of my jacket, carry them like memory while the flame chisels the bracket. One breath, one step, one quiet claim. Trade the hush of comfort for a warming flame.
Feather and flame.
Yeah. Tonight I'm choosing both. I'll keep the softness near, but I know what I'm owed.
Feather and flame.
Yeah. Let the balance hold, gentle in my mercy, relentless in my goals. Feather and flame, watch the simple change. I'll cradle the feather and I'll tend the flame. I'll tend the flame, I'll tend the flame, I'll tend the flame, I'll tend the flame. Morning hums a promise, small and unashamed. I walk with a feather and I tend my flame.
Feel it pulse. No name for what you do.
You come on like a magnet in my chest, no warning, just a pull, low voltage heartbeat that rewrites the rules. Colors bend when you're near, like light through broken glass.
An alphabet of sparks, but none of the words will last. I try to place the feeling, give it corners, give it shades, but you spill into the edges where my need definitions fray.
It's not love, not hate, not any box I've known. It's a wild constellation in a language of its own.
My ribs hum your chorus, my pulse keeps your name. Every attempt to tag it only fans the flame. Undescribable energy, you're a wild current inside me. No label fits the way you move, the hush, the hurricane. Undescribable energy, like the ocean under skin. You crash and then you glow, and I'm living in between. No word, no code, no map, just the way you make me feel. Undeniable, unreal, unreal, unreal. You taste like midnight poetry in a promise I can't trust. A stolen little sunrise in a pocket full of dust. You speak in static kisses, elevator stuck between floors. 1,000 might be's taped under the door. I try to walk away, but the floor rewrites directions. Gravity's a rumor and you're the only confession. It's not a season, babe, it's the weather I can't predict. A magnet lost its pose but found a new conflict. My hands keep dialing echoes of the shape you left there. The silence after you is loud enough to stare. Undescribable energy, you're a wild current inside me. No label fits the way you move, the hush, the hurricane. Undescribable energy, like the ocean under skin. You crash and then you glow, and I'm living in between. No word, no code, no map, just the way you make me feel. Undeniable.
Call it a fever or a prism, call it anything but tame. I tried to set a boundary, but the lightning learned my name.
We rewrite physics when you laugh. The moon forgets to hide. I keep counting heartbeats like they're secrets you decide. If I surrender, that's not losing. I'm learning how to fly. And if this thing consumes me, let it burn me beautiful alive. There's a ripple in my calm, a page that flips and writes your face. I can't quite hold the feeling, only how it takes up space. Undescribable energy, you're a wild current inside me. No label fits the way hands invited there.
No name for it, just this pulse.
Just this light I can't explain, but don't wanna lose. Limit on the track, yeah. Yeah. Neon on my jacket, heartbeat in the street, counting every step like the answers I need. City breeze and whispers, windows keep that light. I move like I'm chasing something that left me last night. Hands in my pocket, pockets full of doubt. Say the words out loud, watch the silence shout. No map, no guarantee, only this one spark. I lean in, I break in, I push past the dark. Break the limit. No more walls, no slow retreat. Break the limit.
House on fire.
Feel the heat. Break the limit. Shout it loud, it loud, it loud. Make the night submit. Break the limit.
Take the lead.
Don't stop, don't quit. Gray blocks, paper dreams, graffiti on my name. Every step's a rumor, every bruise a claim. I trade the plan for motion, trade the fear for speed. When the world says can't, I rewrite what I needed. Echoes in the stairwell telling me to stay. I count every note, then I walk away. No passport for the heart, no visa for the pain. Just worn shoes and rhythm running through my veins. Break the limit. No more walls, no slow retreat. Break the limit.
House on fire.
Feel the heat. Break the limit. Shout it loud, it loud, it loud. Make the night submit. Break the limit.
Take the lead.
Don't stop, don't quit. Can't hold no border, see the skyline crack. I carry on my broken maps, still I stay on track. Make the doubt my engine, make the hush my drum. If the sky says stop, I answer, watch me run. Limit. A word we stole and burned. Limit. Every line relearn. Limit. Watch me break that script. Limit. Lift the page, let it rip. Break the limit. No more walls, no slow retreat. Break the limit.
House on fire.
Feel the heat. Break the limit. Shout it loud, it loud, it loud. Make the night submit. Break the limit.
Take the lead.
Don't stop, don't quit. Neon on my jacket, horizon in my palms. I keep walking forward, limits lose their charm. Break the limit, keep the heartbeat lit. Break the limit, never fold in it. Don't stop, don't quit.
Yeah, I count it. Yeah, I count the echoes of the chord like a prayer. 9,000 shots that never find the air. 300 nights with a scoreboard, learn my name. 26 times the silence answered with my shame. You keep that highlight reels, I keep the small defeats. They live inside the quiet between my beats. There's a weight that sits like a watch on my chest, ticking lessons into the hollow of my breath. I fail over and over and over again. I fell into 1,000 stars and didn't pretend. And somehow the light finds the place where I bled. That's why I rise, that's why I'm led. I missed more than the world could ever hold. But the misses turn my heart into gold. The crowd remembers winners, forgets the rest. But I learned humility in every missed request. Hence I tremble in the language of release. Missed the shot on the moment where I speak peace. Losing taught me how to find a softer trust. It's just a broken name into something just. There's a quiet teacher living in my scars, writing maps of mercy in the lines of the dark. I fell over and over and over again. I fell into 1,000 stars and didn't pretend. And somehow the light finds the place where I bled. That's why I rise, that's why I'm led. I miss more than the world could ever hold. But the misses turn my heart into gold. Trust isn't born from trophies on a shelf. It's the echo that answers when you call yourself. 26 times the silence learned to speak my name. And every missed goodbye taught me how to stay soft, like breath through a crack. failing taught me how to soar.
On the corner by the sari light, an old man ties a shoelace slow. He's been counting on his light receipts, folding hope in the paper blow. A kid kicks a can down dusty streets, where every dream learns how to wait. And the woman at the stall hums a tune as if tomorrow's a small crate. We trade our fears like little coins, spend them on the walk to work. Some say the road's a mountain, others say it's just a perk. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. Say it soft, say it loud, let it live inside tonight. If you plant the word maybe, or you plant I will in the light. Either way you're tending soil, either way you shape the fight. He folds a letter without reading it, keeps his elbows on the bar. She fixes leaky roofs with laughter, stitches daylight where the shadows are. Two neighbors share a coffee cup, and trade a map of tiny plans. Belief is just a small ignition when somebody holds the matches in their hands. You get a little courage from the people that you pass, or you borrow quiet doubt and spend it like it's cash. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. Say it soft, say it loud, hold it close beneath the light. If you promise to the morning, or you promise to the night, either way you're writing lines, either way you steer the tide. There's weight to words like water in a jug, you pour it, it will stay. Say I can and watch the crooked path begin to straighten out its way. Say I can and notice how the doors close quick, as if they heard the plea. Beliefs, a little lighthouse flash it, and the harbor comes to see. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. Hold that sentence like a lantern through the quiet of the night. Fill the jars on your windowsill with maybe hope or with the fight. Either way you're growing something, either way you name the light. So meet me on that corner, bring your doubts and bring your plans. We'll trade a little courage, fold it gently into hands. Whether you call it miracle or work, it's motion, not a myth. And whether you think you can or you can't, you're tending what you wish.
Hey, listen, close your eyes, feel the night breathe. You keep a map or maybe folded in your coat, pictures of the life you swore you never wrote. Quiet on the shelf, wishes in the fog, counting all the could-have-beens like a worn-out clock. There's a harbor with your name nailed to a beam, but fears a lighthouse flash, steady mean. Baby, toss the rope, let the anchor sink in sand. There's a world outside that's waiting for your hands. Winds a whisper in the rafters of your chest. If you listen close, you'll learn to trust the rest. Moonlight's pointing out the route you always miss. Take the scene, bend it with a kiss. 20 years from now, you'll miss the roads you didn't ride, not the nights you tried and fell, not the times you cried. Throw off the bowlines, let the safe shores go. Catch the trade winds, darling, let your compass show. Explore, dream, discover, let the current pull you home. Trust the sea or maybe you weren't meant to roam alone. I saw you once at sunrise, suitcase and a stare. You were begging God for courage, but the prayer felt bare. The salt upon your palms and a child's map inside. Crossroads like open mouths that swallow up your pride. Take that laugh, take that fear, stitch them to your sleeve. We'll trade in all our safe bets for the stories we'll believe. 1,000 quiet mornings won't heal a single wish. So like the match set sail, taste what you missed. Let the trade winds be your teacher, let the stars be your proof. You will not be smaller for trying, only richer, only you. 20 years from now, you'll miss the road you didn't ride, not the nights you tried and fell, not the times you cried. Throw off the bowlines, let the safe shores go. Catch the trade winds, darling, let your compass
this show. Explore, dream, discover. Let the current pull you home. Just to see maybe you weren't meant to roam alone. Imagine every later like a coin beneath your tongue. Heads or tails, it's heavy and it's calling out the sun. Flip it, won't you flip it, let the story start to run. You're the author in the storm, you're the calm and the gun. No more what if, no more dust on plans that could be gold. On the nights, burn the maps, let your bravest self unfold. So throw the lines loose in the knots, feel the freedom swell. 20 years will whisper praise for every tale you tell. Explore, dream, discover, leave nothing in the dark. Sail my love and let the trade winds trace your mark.
Yeah. We're going up, never back down, 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 down. Knock to the ground, dust in my lungs, rain in my face. Taste of defeat, trying to steal my face, steal my place. Bruised but breathing, hearts are beating like a drum. Every scar, a sermon saying, son, you ain't done. Pressure made diamonds, pressure made me loud. When they counted me out, I turn my pain to sound. Step after step, I play, I grind, I rise. Resilience in my marrow, fire in my eyes. When the night shouts louder, I turn my volume up. When my feet slip backward, I press, I don't stop. Echo in my spirit, mantra in my mind. One breath at a time, I reclaim my life. Never quit, I'm built to survive. Never quit, I'm made to rise. Fall 7, stand 8, break the ties. Under quit, yeah, I'm alive. Never quit, glory's on the rise. Never quit, resilience. We rise, we rise. Lost a lot, learn more. Pain taught me how to soar. Hands scarred, God's mark. I'm bargaining with the Lord. No surrender in my blood, no retreat in my speech. Every setback's a setup for the next breach. I sharpen my hope in the valleys of doubt. Turn my whispers to thunder, let my shout break out. They tried to bury the dream, but they watered the seed. Now I'm harvesting triumph from every broken knee. Mountains move when I whisper praise through the strain. Chains break when I lift His name in the rain. I won't dim my light. I light for the fear of the night. I light. I'll blaze through the storm, make the darkness take flight. Never quit, I'm built to survive. Never quit, I'm made to rise. Fall 7, stand 8, break the ties. Never quit, yeah, I'm alive. Never quit, glory's on the rise. Talk to me when your knees hit the ground. Remember, get back up. We are forged in the fire, spirit, don't give up. Hands to heaven, feet to the ground. Heart wide open, claim the sound. Rooted deep, fruit will show. Storms may come, but growth will grow. Hold on, take one more breath. Hold on, you're alive through death. Hold on, let hope be a thread. We stitch the wounds, we hold the thread. Never quit, I'm built to survive. Never quit, I'm made to rise. Fall 7, stand 8, break the ties. Never quit, yeah, I'm alive. Never quit, glory's on the rise. This is for the fighters who won't lay down, for the quiet risers who rock the ground. Unbreakable rise. It's a vow, it's a cry. Never quit, never fall. We fly, never quit. We rise. We rise. Never quit. We rise. Never quit. We rise. Never quit. Never quit. Creeping climb, 1 foot, 1 breath, holding on to the climb. Don't matter how slow the day moves, just don't stop the time. Brick by brick, we build, scrape the rust off the grind. Little wins, stack tall, patience, steady on the mind. Dawn in the kettle, toes cold on concrete, mapped in the head, small steps on repeat. Neighbors sleep, I lace up, quiet on the ear. Moves made soft, future loud when it's near. No sprint, just a rhythm, heartbeat like a drum. 1 yard at a time till the whole block become lessons in the puddle, scars learn to shine. We through the pavement, that's how roses find time. Clock ticks slow, but the wheel never tire. Match spark is low till it grows in the fire. Keep the head low while the vision stays high. A whisper of progress is louder than a lie. Creep Creeping climb, 1 foot, 1 breath, holding on to the climb. Don't matter how slow the day moves, just don't stop the time. Brick by brick, we build, scrape the rust off the grind. Little wins, stack tall, patience, steady on the mind. Old man on the stoop set sun, steady your pulse. Taught me small steps, beat the quick ones that can boast. Dreams in a rockin', more a letter in the rain. Every rung you touch repeats your name. Kids see the shine, don't know what the pace. Think it's overnight glory, Mr. Quiet Grace. We move like tide, pull back, then advance. Slow is the language that prepares for the dance. If you stumble, rewind, breathe, gather the hope. Thread by, that you stitch, walk fear, try to choke. Momentum's a whisper, patience is the rope. Hold tight, keep walking, build the slope, yeah. Night falls, but the alley remembers the steps. Each footprint, I promise every scar a regret. Goes to the doubt, stay with the dome. We can steady, keep true, keep on and on. Victory's not loud, it's steady and small. Like seedlings that push through the concrete wall. So move like a shadow, but aim for the sun. So don't mean lost, it means you still run. Creep and climb, 1 foot, 1 breath, holding on to the climb. Ay, don't matter how slow the day moves, just don't stop the time. Brick by brick, we build, scrape the rust off the grind. Little wins, stack tall, patience, steady on the mind. Ay, step, don't rush the clock. Walk up your pace, never stop.
Yeah. Rain on the window, 1,000 little maps. Someone counts the cracks, keeps tracing back the past. You point at every shadow like it's proof the light will fail. I see a silhouette of stairs where others only see the rail. One sees the glass, the other builds the ladder. One holds the stone, the other sells it for $1. We're standing on the same street, different ways to breathe. You find a why to stop, I find a why to leave. Coins in the gutter, some caught them lost and gone. I fold them into prayers, make a pocket for a dawn. Fear writes the rules in ink you think it's set in stone. Hope tears the page and uses it to write a home. If life hands you a door with rust around the hinge, you can on the iron or touch the knob and sing. So when the world says no, I'm the echo that says try. Two faces of the same coin, flip it, watch it fly. One sees difficulty in every turn that's offered. One sees a doorway in the darkest corner. Glass cracks, ladders rise. What few will you borrow? Choose the hand that builds tomorrow, not the one that keeps the sorrow. Yeah. Neon promises on the edge of my tongue. Street light, heartbeat, the night has just begun. Whispers of maybe, shaking off old names. We're trading tiny maps for wild, uncharted flames. Your laugh is it there, your eyes a spark. We'll write our futures on the underside of dark. Step closer to the cliff, feel the wind approve. Every small step's a lie when the soul wants to move. Turn the volume up, let doubt dissolve in bass. We're only small if we settle for safe. If your dreams don't scare you, they're too small. We're chasing thunder, burning like a free fall. Break the glass of silence, tear down every wall. If your dreams don't scare you, they're too small. Oh, screaming louder till the skyline answers back. We'll build a future on the edges that we lack. Midnight confessions on the rooftop made of chrome. We'll gamble on the sunrise, call the whole world home. Fear's just a lighthouse guiding what will be. We speed through doubt like city streets set free. Your hand fits mine like a map to the unknown. We'll claim the stars that never felt like home. Close your eyes and jump, I hold the safety line, but not enough to clip the wings that wanna fly. Call it reckless, call it young, call it all you need. We'll blend it loud, ambitions for tomorrow. See, if your dreams don't scare you, they're too small. We're chasing thunder, burning like a free fall. Break the glass of silence, tear down every wall. If your dreams don't scare you, they're too small. Oh, screaming louder till the skyline answers back. We'll build a future on the edges that we lack. Hold my breath, count to 3. This is how we learn to be. One more heartbeat, take the leap. The dream that wakes you from your sleep. We like the dark, but bold, intense. No more fences, no pretense. Find the fear and wear it proud. With thunder walking in a crowd. Too small, not for us tonight. Bigger birds, bigger fights, bigger life. Too small, tear the quiet down. We'll paint the world with our sound. The dreams don't scare you, they're too small.
try one more call.